and welcome to the in-depth series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about the identity conflict of transgender community. As you already know that we as a country has progressed a lot and we had tried to remove all the obstacles which is becoming obstacles in front of the marginalized section of the society. In the case of transgender, the condition is not same. In the 21st century, they are still battling for their identity. In order to prove their identity, they had to run to the government offices that whether they are male or female. So this session is important for your GES 2 as well as GES 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about that what are the dual life conflict of a transgender person, and then we are going to discuss about the special laws versus general laws and transgender persons act, and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIS channel. Moving towards through the news part. The news is that 5 years after the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019, there was a case which came from the Karnataka that there was a person who has changed her sex, and into that the person has identified herself as a female, but the birth certificate and the registrar of that particular state is not allowing her to change her name as a female. And this has come to the news, and here we are going to discuss that what is the process and why it is still a big issue for the transgender community. So this is the thing. So here we'll come to the discussion of dual life. So here we are going to discuss a case, and the case name is Mr. X versus Mrs. X versus State of Karnataka 2024, and in that petitioner, in that case the petitioner diagnosed with the gender dysphoria. And what is the gender dysphoria? When you have this conflict to identify yourself as an identity, whether you are a male or female. So the person was having this gender dysphoria. The person was maybe biologically a male, but the person was feeling like a female. In that case, the matter has reached to the court because the state and registrar was not allowing to that person that the person should change her name into the birth certificate. So this is the thing. And after this gender dysphoria, the person has changed her sex and the person converted into female. But the situation didn't end here. Despite of having the Transgender Persons Act 2019, the state was not allowing to that person that in the birth certificate the name should be changed and the gender should be changed, and this is the case. So her request to update her birth certificate was denied under the Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1969, and on to behalf of which this kind of decision have been taken. So the registrar said that in case of any wrong entry and fraudulent entry, we are able to change this, but they were not considering the sex change, and that's why this matter has reached to the court. And after the denial, the person has reached to the court, and we can see that what Karnataka High Court has observed into this matter. So Karnataka High Court had said that there is a special law. We do have a general law which is related to the birth and death certificate, but there is a special law for the transgender community, and when it comes to the conflict between the general law and special law, so it is always the special law which will prevail over the general law. So this is the thing. And under what circumstances the person has challenged to the High Court? So the person has challenged that under Article 21 the person has right to live with dignity, and in that case there was a case of dual dilemma and the person was not able to express her gender identity. So in that case what we have seen that under the Article 21 the person has challenged this thing into the court. So here comes to the confusion between the sex and gender. So sex is a biological identity. It means that due to the sexual organ of one person can be identified as a male or female, but gender has now become a social identity. It means that it's up to you that how you are identify yourself. So this is the basic difference between the sex and the gender. So the Karnataka HC on special laws or general laws. So we have seen that the Transgender Protection of Rights Act 2009 allows transgender individual to obtain a certificate of identity after any surgery also. And here there is not only certificate for the passport or Aadhaar card, you can also apply for your birth certificate and 10th mark sheet or any documentation. So the Karnataka High Court ruled that Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1969, a general law, must comply with the specific provisions of the 2019 Act. So as I have already mentioned that when there was a confusion between the general law and special law, so this particular act was designed for the transgender community. So in that case, the petitioner and the registrar who are denying to the change in the name, they must consider this thing, and the court directed the registrar to recognize the certificate under the 2019 Act and update the birth certificates and the name and the sex identity or gendered identity of that particular person. So this is the Karnataka High Court on special laws versus the general law. Now here come to the provisions part, that what are the provisions we have and what are the process in order to obtain the certificates if you have any sex change or any kind of the thing. So to obtain a certificate of identity under the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act, applicants must file an affidavit declaring their gender identity with the district magistrate, who will issue the certificate and identity card within 30 days or reject it with the reasons. And for that, because here you are applying for after your sex change or after your surgery, so you need a certificate from a CMO, Medical Superintendent of Chief Medical Officer, within 15 days. So that certificate must be issued within 15 days, and changes in gender made before the act's enforcement do not require reapplication. So many people have this that they had changed their gender before this act, so they need not to apply fresh. So this is the thing, and authorities must update the official document, example Aadhaar card, driving license, birth certificate within 15 days of receiving a valid certificate of identity. So here we'll discuss the whole scenario. Suppose that there is a boy whose name is Suraj, and the person was feeling like that maybe he is born as a boy, but he is not feeling like a boy, and the person changed his identity into the Surajmukhi. So this is the case. In that case, the person has done the surgery, and after surgery the person has become the Surajmukhi. So this is the case. But when the person went for the registrar that I want to identify myself as a Surajmukhi, in that situation the registrar denied that you cannot identify yourself as a Surajmukhi in the birth certificate. So that conflict has led to person into the High Court, and the person has challenged this thing under the Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, that there is always a dilemmatic kind of situation, that the person feels herself as a Surajmukhi, but the birth certificate tells that the person is Suraj. So that will also cause a case of punishment and harassment also. So the person, in this case, the person is denied to live with the dignity, and it's the dignity of the people that the person is identify himself and herself as a male or female. In that case, he or she has right to express her gendered identity. So this was the case, and under the 2019 Transgender Persons Act, there is a provisions that you can change your name into the birth certificates and all the legal documents you have. So you cannot deny any persons that the person cannot change his or her name or his or her identity. So according to 2019 Transgender Persons Act, this is applicable and this is totally legal. Now we'll come to the question round. The question is, Under the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019, what is the timeline for issuing a certificate of identity by the district magistrate upon receiving a valid application? 7 days, 15 days, 30 days, 45 days. This is very easy one. You can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to the session, kindly ask into the comment section. And do avail the discount and the number. If you have any queries, you can call on to the number 87501 87501. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.